Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I got a brand new action figure review for you guys on the Jazwares Pokémon Select Dragapult. This is part of, I want to say it's Series 4, and this is also part of the new thing that they're calling, like, the Trainer Series, I think, like, within there. So, like, if my thought process on Trainer Series means that it's Pokemon that are primarily owned by some prominent figure within the Pokemon, either anime or Pokemon, probably video games, if I had to guess. Dragapult here being one of, I'm assuming, would be considered Leon's ace Pokemon and main Pokemon. Typhlosion being, I think, Ethan's from Pokemon Gold and Silver. So yeah, Dragapult's pretty cool. I will say Dragapult is a little bit more like statuesque. He's a little more statue-like compared to like the other Pokemon Selects. You're a little bit more limited in what you could do with him, and he's pretty much always like kind of bound to the stand here. But either way though, the sculpt work on him is very nice, and he's got a very nice bendy tail as well that does also become really nice and transparent or translucent. I always mix those two up. Well, which one you're supposed to use, but it's pretty cool. I really like the look of the tail there as well. But yeah, Dragapult's really nice. I really like this sculpt work. I don't know if the Dreepies are supposed to come out now. As you can see here, articulation wise, a little bit of jump the gun, but this Dreepy up here actually can like rotate its head. This one over here doesn't, so I don't know if it's just stuck or what. I don't think the Dreepies can be removed. I've kind of tried and they don't want to come out, so I'm not going to mess with them. But other than that, the only other thing you get with them is the basic usual stand that you get with all the Pokemon Selects, pretty much. But with that all out of the way, let's take a look at the articulation on what Dragapult could do. So Dragapult here has a pretty nice little like diaphragm joint. He can't get any side to side with it. It can't really turn at all, which is a little bit of a bummer. But he's got an okay crunch, so he could get in that far and he can bring him back that much. And then the head can actually look down all the way this much, or it could look up all the way like so. So Dragapult looking all the way up, Dragapult looking all the way down. So kind of cool. The face detail for the printing here is, let me bring the camera up a little bit. Face printing though, really quickly, is pretty nice. The Dreepies look good, the Dragapult looks good. I haven't noticed any like paint issues on Dragapult at all. But back in the articulation though, he does have like a shoulder joint, which is a little weird. It's like kind of a ball joint a little bit, but it like goes at an angle, so you get the ball joint that goes, you could do a full 360 with the arms. It's getting a little stuck there. He does have double jointed elbows, so you could bring him out this far. He can actually bring the back one, like the upper one, back a bit, and then to fully close the elbows, looks like that. And then the wrist doesn't swivel at all, but it does hinge, so it could completely go up, or you could bring in the hand completely down like that. So a little odd, which leaves him in like these weird poses where he's got like these, oh, we are off the stand. But yeah, it leaves him in these little weird poses where he's got these like tiny baby like T-Rex arms that kind of just sit out like that. The legs are another kind of odd one, so let me bring the camera back down here again for the legs. They have a weird hinge here, so like they could rotate and do a full 360, but the knees are kind of like stuck in place, so like it really limits where you could keep the leg properly, because you can't like just bring the leg out like here where you think it would be, because then the leg looks weird. So you got to bring it back, and then it does have a hinge there, so you could hinge it all the way out like this, like so, which doesn't really make sense. And then you could bring it and close it all the way up in there like that, which is probably how he primarily is going to have his legs. He's got a single jointed knee, could go back that far, and then the ankles actually have a bit of rotation as well. They have a hinge that brings them like that. And then he does have a ankle pivot, which like is insane that this guy has ankle pivot for being this little. It kind of is a bummer that this guy has like decent like leg movement, I guess, for a character that doesn't need his legs. And then a Pokemon like Greninja had like really unusable legs to the point where you couldn't like, they were too thin. And then he does have the bendy wire tail as well, which you could fully straighten out like that. And yeah, it takes up a lot of space then, so I'm just gonna leave it up here. But that's all the articulation. That's it. That's all we got for him. So let's take a look. Size comparison time, and we'll do a quick height check and everything on him. So when he's on his stand fully extended and the head is out kind of like at a flat pose, he is from the top of the stand just about a little over about 7¼ inch tall. If you do want to check the head length, it's about 8 inches there. And then if you fully extend the head and fully extend the tail, like you want him in some like flying pose, something like this, he's about 12½ inches long. So there you go. That's all your sizes I could really give you for measurements or whatever on him. Still, again, a cool figure. I think he's about $20 to $24. I would highly recommend him if you're a fan of Pokemon. Now, if you're not really a fan of the newer gens, you could probably maybe skip him. But I would still get him because like it's still a cool figure nonetheless. So I still really like it. But I'm just an overall like Pokemon fan. So any Pokemon Select figure that they give me, I will buy. So first up, size comparison wise, let's bring camera out a little bit, lock it in position here. We'll do the Jazwares Fortnite Victory, or not the, this is just Jazwares Fortnite. I don't remember what it was named, like what the series was named. Then we got the Mezco Stealth Iron Man, 1000 Toys, Halo Master Chief, SH Figure Arts Goku as well. And then we'll do a little bit of a Mythic Legion Black Knight over there. So if you want him to be like a dragon fighting knights, he kind of could work. He's a little colorful for that. If you want to try and merge him as like maybe a How to Train Your Dragon or something like that, it might work. Dragapult's actually kind of unique with his model. He's one of my, I actually really like him a lot, but like with all the other old pseudo legendaries, it kind of is hard for me to put him above any of them, because like while he is very cool, I like so many of those old ones really a lot, but that's just a lot of nostalgia there though. Haven't spent enough time with him personally yet. Then we have the Bandai Anime Heroes War Greymon, Jazwares Halo Spartan Collection Master Chief, and then let's get out some of the other guys here. McFarlane Space Marine, pretty big, doesn't really work well with him. G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, and then we got the Fortnite Victory Royale The Foundation, Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex, Power Ranger Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red Ranger, and then we got Marvel Legends comic book symbiote Black Suit Spider-Man. So there we go. There's all your Marvel Legends size comparisons. And then I will get into a couple more really quick, because I did this in the Typhlosion one. There is a MCU female body mold, which doesn't work, like doesn't look that bad if you were to maybe customize it. If you want to make your own, you know, female Pokemon trainer out there, I think the MCU America Chavez actually looks pretty good compared to it. We got Figma Samus as well. Then we got the new movie Mario figure, which I will be reviewing probably next week on the channel. And that is it for all your other lines that are not Pokemon whatsoever. Other, I guess, franchises. So really quick, getting into Pokemon now. We have the trainer from the same region as him, we have Figma Gloria. So there you go. There's a look at her next to Dragapult. If you want to see a size comparison with another Pokemon figure, this is the Jazwares Epic Battle Figure Venusaur. Nice figure, probably about like $20 to $30 is what Venusaur like cost when he came out, or now when you could pick him up. You could also get the same Venusaur in the Pokemon Select line. It's like classified as Select, but it's really not. It's just the same Epic Battle figure that's got the new metallic paint. There is your Gyarados as well. That's another Epic Battle figure. He actually scales pretty well with Dragapult, unlike the other Pokemon as well. We have another Pokemon Select figure here. Here's the Arcanine with the metallic texture. This is the same one Venusaur has in the Select line release. So yeah, that's what it looks like. They pretty much just release the older figures with like this one extra here. Squirtle was part of the Blastoise line. So they just released the old figures and put them in the Select box. Maybe just get people to buy them again, or to get them like get you a shot at like getting it if you missed it previously or something like that, which is kind of cool. I like that, I guess, but I don't think it should be branded as Select because it doesn't really work that way. So here's all the ton of other like Pokemon here: Espeon, Raichu, Pikachu from the Select Evolution pack with Pichu. So that's the Pikachu Evolution Pack, the Squirtles from the Squirtle Evolution Pack, Espeon's from like a newer release thing or something like that, I think. And then we got the Umbreon as well. Arcanine, though, I wish they would release him in the Select line proper with articulation and stuff like that, because they have a new like four-legged Select figure finally coming, and it's very cool, and I'm very excited for it, and we will talk about it at the end of the video here. But then we got the Ivysaur, Psyduck, and Umbreon there. A couple more. This is the Bandai Model Kit Gengar as well, and then we got the little Snom or Snome from the Espeon pack that I got. And then lastly, two other Pokemon Selects. We have Typhlosion, which just came out, part of Series 4 as well. Very cool figure. If you haven't checked it out already, at the end of the video there will be a card there for the Typhlosion review. Typhlosion is an awesome figure, and I really like him. He's probably my second favorite in the entire line. And then we have Charizard as well. Little fun fact, as of right now, with Pokemon video game franchise-wise, we have Scarlet and Violet as the newest game, and fun fact is Typhlosion was not in Sword and Shield, so Dragapult and Typhlosion have never actually been in the same game as each other until Transfer becomes available, and then you could actually get Typhlosion and Scarlet Violet. Then they could be in the same game. But Gloria here has never actually encountered a Typhlosion, so little fun fact in like the game universe. Now, if we're talking about Pokemon Masters EX, then yes, they have encountered each other. But overall, though, this Dragapult is very nice for the price point of $20 to $25. I really like it. This one might be one of those ones that goes on sale at some point. I wouldn't be opposed to picking up a second one, because I would almost really want to paint one to be a shiny. I wish kind of Jazwares did do like a chase variant or like shiny variants of some of these two. I think that'd be kind of cool. It'd be impossible to find, but it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, for $20 to $25, this figure is really cool. I do highly recommend it, and I do greatly enjoy it and like this figure. Even though it is very statue-like and it's not super posable as I would like it to be, it's still a good figure, and I'm happy to have it in the collection, and he'll look good in a big group of 6 as like a member of a party with a Pokemon trainer, if I could get more Pokemon trainer figures. So yeah, very cool. But speaking of, there is one more figure coming out in this wave for Series 6 that is Samurott at some point later in the year. I'm very excited for it. It's probably Target exclusive, because on Pokemon Day, this last Monday, because you'll be seeing this video on, I want to say it's March 2nd, On the 27th, they announced, on February 27th, 2023, they announced that there are 2 new figures coming into the Pokemon Select Trainer Series line, and that is Suicune, which I'll probably have a picture up on screen right now, and Mewtwo as well. Very exciting. I'm hoping that Suicune is the start of the Legendary Beast trio from Johto, just like Articuno started in Wave 1. I'm hoping now, like, maybe Wave 5, 6, and 7 will be Suicune and Mewtwo, and maybe another, like, Pokemon or 2. And then we get Entei in the next wave, or Raikou in the next wave, and then Entei in the last one, just like Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. I'm hoping we get that same setup. Please, Jazware. Please, Pokemon. Release Entei and Raikou, because I can't wait to get them in the 6-inch scale, because that's going to be so exciting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is going to do it for me today with this Dragapult. What do you think about this figure? Did you pick him up? Are you going to pick him up? Did you pass on him? Are you going to wait till like a sale? I'm sure you could probably find it at some point on one of those. I want to say this is available on Target's website still, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So you could always check, and that's where you'll probably be able to find it. So that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you haven't done so already, would always appreciate a like and subscribe on the channel. It does help me out a lot. I do greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so as well, I do actually have a second channel where I do all sorts of like Pokemon stuff, kind of. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to take it in, but there's a gameplay channel linked in the description below. And then I got Twitter as well, if you want to go follow me over there, where I post whenever I get new stuff. And I've been very chatty about Pokemon lately because we just had the 27th, I think, 27th anniversary of Pokemon. I want to say we have 3 years left until the 30th anniversary, so yeah, 27th anniversary of Pokemon, so it's a pretty fun and exciting time, and yeah, I am really loving everything Jazwares is doing, so keep up the good work. Very excited, and I can't wait to see what you guys make next. So I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Bye.